happy people, it's Tracy Reed and I am back with days 3 and 4 of my December daily 2018. And so I am starting with the back of this card that I made on days 1 and 2. And then I have some stuff for day 3 and 4. So my kids are home, so I might have to pause this because who knows what's going to happen when the kids are home, but I am ready to start. So let me put this to the side for the moment. I've been thinking a little bit harder about this one than I did the first 2 days, and so I think that this filming will go just a little bit smoother. So obviously I have already picked out my cards, and this one I made in my DIY Your Scraps video for the cards, which I believe was day 4. This one is for a transparency that I made in a video with how to use digital stamps in your project life or your December daily. And this is the photo that I'm using for the day. So one of the things that I do every year is I go all out for the elf. It's a big part of what we do around here. Finn is in love with the elves, so I make sure that they really know their role and do it up big. But one of the things that I want to document this year is just how enamored by the magic Finn is. So this was day 3, and the elves in the morning were in the front seat of the car pretending like they were going to drive him to school. So by the end of the day, they had crawled up to the windshield and were waiting for him like a fan club in the window. And I took a video of him running from the bus stop and caught this moment where he sees the elves and Rudolph and the Abominable Snowman in the window, and you can see him right here. It's kind of hard because of the angle I was at, but once you see it, it's pretty freaking magical. And so I printed out this photo of all of them on the windows and him and the bus, and it's just like a perfect moment. And I printed magic on here, and I wanted to add some letter stickers to this page for it to say elf magic or elven magic. I think elven would fit better. So, I mean, ELF. I actually kind of like ELF. Elven would go all the way to the edge, but I think ELF is cute. And I might add like something to bridge the gap here, but I'm just gonna commit to elf magic. And go with it. So there's that. Now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here yet. Actually, I have some washi tape sitting right here that I use to hold down vellum to a piece of photo paper so that I could print on vellum, because my printer doesn't like to pull vellum through the printer, so I have to tape it to something else for it to go through. So I happen to have these all right here. I'm just gonna put this right here. There we go. Elf magic. And that'll actually work out well because what I've pulled from the other side, for the other side, is a journaling card so I can journal the story, and a doily, this 3 that I made in the very first DIY Your Scraps video, and this banner, which is the remnants of a banner I made I made this banner in the washi video and then used part of it in the, I think the journaling card video. So I have this little strip left that I want to use. And this pattern matches this pattern, and it was just a little bit too much. So I'm going to cover up a lot of it with this doily. But that also gives me a place to sort of mat the journaling card, which I need to write on before I put on this card because of all this bulk on the other side. That'll make it hard to write. So I'm going to place it there just to see where it goes. Then I want this to be sort of right here, which really plays off that well. And then the 3 will hang off the edge just a little bit to give you like a little flap to turn. Perfect. So let me add in my journaling. I'm going to pause the camera while I do that. So I finished my journaling. So now I can put this down where I want it to be. I want to make sure that this feels like a cluster here. So I'm going to start by putting this down. And then I'm going to put this part down. And I just want it hanging off a little bit. Ooh, just realized I need to be really careful because I covered up the holes here and I didn't know where they were. So let's make sure those are not covered up. 1 and 2. Okay, now that I can see them, this can go right in. Actually, let's do it right here. And then I'm gonna pull this up just for a second. And maybe I will, oh, I don't like that. That's no good. All right, what can we do here? What will work? So I don't like the way that the 3, like what you can see through the 3 here is like too many things. It's just distracting. So what can we do here? I guess we could just not put it on this side and put it on this side instead. No. Okay, if I want this here and it has to go over this, I guess I should have been more careful about where I was journaling, but that could work. It just has to go right in between these holes, which is the perfect size to do. There we go. Okay, now I can put this here and all you can see through it is white, which I like a lot better. So let's put some glue on the other side, just a little bit. Make sure I keep it away from the edge. Hello, there we go. So that I can stick it out over the edge a little, and voila. There we go, that fits much better. Let's make sure we get all the excess glue off of here. Now, I want to put down this banner. So let's see where we can put this now. Maybe I have to move this down a little. Okay. Now this is going to be loose in the pocket, so I have to make sure that it's stuck down real well, but I don't want to staple it, so I think I'm just going to glue it. I think that will work fine with some liquid glue. I think the slickness of the washi and, oh my goodness, the ATG adhesive would not play well together, so that is why we're going to do it this way. There we go. Put this here. Oops, needs to be a little bit more curved on top of the card. Cute. Okay, so that part's done. I've got my Elf Magic title. You save that for something else. Do I want to put something here? Maybe like a chipboard piece would be good. Where's my chipboard? Here it is. Oh, maybe a puffy sticker. That might be cuter. Like a little heart would be perfect. Or a big heart. I don't think I want the red heart. That one might work. Oh, I kind of like the tree, but then it looks kind of like the elf is sitting on the tree, which is no good. So let's do a heart. Let's do a green heart. There we go. I like that. Yep. Okay, that's perfect and simple, and the story is told. So let's put that back where it goes. Day 3 is done. And this is going to be see-through, so that relieves me of having to figure out a pocket for the other side. I don't love that the words are going to be backwards on the other side, but I am learning to let go of my crazy. Put this away. Let it dry. And now the other side is a funny story. So I have elf pictures again, which seems a little bit repetitive, but the elf pictures tell a different story. So I don't have to worry about this pocket. Finn came home from school. It's actually the same day, the same time as that other photo was taken, and told me that his bus driver wanted him to do a snow dance because she wanted a snow day for the next day. There was no snow on the forecast at all, but Finn danced his hardest, and the elves picked up on his desire, so they made their own snow in the kitchen that night. But the big story is that it actually snowed the next day, even though there was no snow on the forecast at all, which is funny to me. It did not snow enough for him to get a snow day out of the deal, but it did snow, and my husband was out in it because he travels a lot for his job. So he was sending me pictures of snow, and I was totally jealous. So I have a picture of that Patrick sent me from his snowy car window view. It actually got even more snowy, but that was the most picturesque photo that he sent me. And I printed out my journaling on vellum because I tried to journal directly on this photo, and it was like it went from dark to light, and it was just not working out. So I decided to print my journaling on vellum instead. And actually it's still kind of dark, so maybe I might double up some vellum. How will I do that so that it works out well? I think I will need to adhere it with washi tape. Let me see if I can make this work. I didn't want to print it out on regular printer paper because I do want that see-through aspect, but I want it to be able to be read as well. So I like that. And I can get some more washi tape going here. This is a card that I did in my DIY Your Scraps videos. So that is already done for me. And I kind of want to add something here. I could write directly on my photo with a Posca paint pen, but I'm not sure what I would say. So I don't think I need to add more words because I have snow here, let it snow here, words here. So there's words on every surface, right? So I don't think I need to add more words in here. So let me start by adhering this. And I know that you're gonna be able to see the adhesive through the vellum, and I have made peace with that because I'm going to put this one over the top. Oops, put this one over the top, and I'm gonna adhere it with washi tape instead of more adhesive, and so you won't be able to see it as well. And of course, I put this off centered. There we go. Let's try that again. This is a 4x6 photo, and I'm just going to stick it right in the rings like I did on the other 4x6 photo. I want it to have an equal border around the bottom and both sides, and that is close enough for me. So now I'm going to, let's see, do I want some more of that red washi? Let's do a different washi. I think I'm still gonna do red, but I'm gonna do this washi, which is from this Simple Vintage Christmas from Simple Stories. Sorry, it's hard for me to think and talk at the same time. Okay, so I've really cut this to the edge here, so I have to make sure that actually, you know what? Okay. It's too much washi. So let's do half and half. I will use this washi again because it's just a simple pattern. Then I'm gonna cut it in half vertically so that it's nice and thin. And I'm sticking this to the edge of my desk to do it. So I'm sorry I'm a little off camera, but it's easiest for me to do that if it's stuck to something, and the edge of my desk is a perfect place to stick it. There we go. Okay, now I've got a much thinner washi tape, and I can put it right along the edge of the words here. Okay. You can see how much extra it has here. So if I had used the thicker washi tape, it would have been bad news. So let's layer this right along the paper. There we go. Now the question is, do I want it on the bottom too? I think so. I think it frames it a little bit more than it would with just it on the top, and makes it stand out a little bit better so that you know that there's something to read there. I'm trimming this down just a little bit more. There we go. And then I have a little bit more room here, and I'm going to stick it right to the edge of the text again so that both sides match, and then trim the side. There we go. Cute, cute. Uh-oh. So, of course, I never think ahead, and I did not make sure that this text is not in the way. And it's totally gonna be in the way. Let's see, how in the way? Oh, oh, look at that. It's right along the edge. It's gonna be perfect. Phew. You guys, don't be like me. Plan ahead. Think clearly. And don't record your YouTube videos live, because that makes it harder to think. At least for me. I admire people like Ali Edwards who can talk and work at the same time and not mess up all the things. Okay. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Okay, that was lucky. So, I'm almost done here. I need to adhere a 4 somewhere around here. I think I'm going to do it right here. Again, with that, having somewhere to turn the little flap. Make it easy. And it frames out that vellum journal block nicely. There we go. Yay for 4. Now I want to add just a couple more things here because it looks a little bit plain to me. So I'm going to add some gold little stickers here. And I'm going to add snowflake. That one's awful large. If I start adding snowflakes like that, but I do really love that. Okay, so what if I cut off just these 2 little legs right here and put it right along the side. Ah, That seems blasphemous. Oh no, here comes another train. Why do the trains come when I start recording? Because they never stop coming, that's why. Okay. Cute. I like that there. And now I cannot not use this, so let's figure out somewhere to put it. Maybe framing right here. I would frame at the bottom, but it kind of runs into that hole right there and it doesn't work out so well. So we're gonna frame at the top here. Oh, it almost looks like a cute little photo corner. How cute. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a couple more of these smaller like asterisks that look like snowflakes. So I want some small ones and some medium ones. Come back. So let's add, I think we need 3 points of gold here. So let's add one up here. I don't like that it's a different shape. I'm so picky. So let's do this one here. Oh my God, it sounds like a horror movie. Do you hear that? It's because the train is stopping outside. So it sounds like a freaking horror movie. Thank you, train. The hazards of working live. That's hilarious though. Okay, I'm amused. I feel like that needs to be a December daily story in itself. I want this right here because I love it, but it's not, like I don't want to cut up that last snowflake for it. What if I took this one and put it down up here instead? How do I feel about that? No, well, because I don't love the balance here. When it's here, it kind of throws off the balance for me. But up here, it does the same thing because I am OCD about having 3 points of contact. But I do like it up here. So let's put this one here. I think. No, I'm just gonna leave. Decisions. Okay, wait. So I kind of love it without any of that at all. Okay, I kind of like that. I'll just put this back here. I kind of feel like I need like a little heart or something here. Not a green one though. Let's do a red one. Oh, it's too big. I need a smaller red heart. Are there smaller red hearts? Not there. What about one that has no puff to it? Square, square. Used that heart. Okay, I like that. That works. Okay, so that is day 3 and 4. All done. Put it right there so it has somewhere to stick to. Let me put it back in my album. Okay, so this one goes here. And then this one comes in here. Close that up. We are golden. Let me make sure that's all I want on these. Oh, I always feel so awkward having clear spaces in my album. Am I the only one? Like, I want to do it because I really like the effect in other people's albums, but man, this really feels to me like I have an empty pocket. Okay, so we got 4 and 3. You can see how much I love putting things not in the pockets, like in the rings instead. I really love that. Okay, these are all stuck down, and I think I'm good to go. I feel like there's 2 spots of gold here, but I don't. This gold is different, so I'm just gonna leave it. All right, so that is day 3 and 4, and I will put up these stills so you can see them a little bit closer. All right, bye.